Dear parishioners, parents and people of goodwill, in this 14th Sunday of Year A, we hear Jesus saying, "Come to me, all who labour and are overburdened." Come to me, all you who labour and are overburdened. Life can be very burdensome for some people. Some are burdened by the responsibility of office. Some are burdened with hardship. Some are burdened with anxiety. Some are burdened with loneliness. There are all kinds of burdens, grief, guilt, handicaps, illness. Some are burdened even with bitterness, the way things have turned out for them in life. And of course, there are also those burdened with old age and infirmity. We feel for those who are burdened with too big a mortgage, whether partially through their own choosing or more through the economic difficulties that are being encountered not only in this country but throughout the world at this time. There are always those who can be burdened in any country where people are on lower wages. For instance, the Irish writer John McGurn draws a fair enough conclusion from an incident which happened at his university, Trinity College University in Dublin. A woman came in one day to clean his room. In less than an hour, she'd have everything shining and in its proper place. She was a charming woman, and often they talked as she cleaned. She told him how she waited each morning for the private bus at 6 o'clock in the morning that took cleaners to Trinity College in Dublin, and that she was able to come home in time to cook a meal for her family. Of the professor who occupied the room before McGurn, she said, "I cleaned his room for 14 years and he never once spoke to me. I used to say good morning at first, but after a while I didn't say anything." They used to say he was one of the cleverest men in the whole university, but I say he had the manners of a pig. In relating the story, the Irish writer is expressing the opinion that some people are burdened by some such things as low-paid work, but we can help to lift their burdens by a little sensitivity or a word of appreciation. Like Jesus saying, "Come to me, all who are overburdened." Well, Jesus often uses us as his instrument to help lighten the various burdens of others, not as hard as we may think. For example, it makes the world of difference when people are recognised and treated with kindness and respect, whether they are cleaning our rooms or whatever in life. Also makes the world of difference when we not only understand that we are instruments of God, but that when we are burdened, we can reach out to our higher source, who fully understands our own burdens at any particular time. Surely, let us not discount that during the years Jesus lived in Nazareth, Jesus lived among the ordinary people, not the privileged classes. For many of those years, he lived the life of a working man. He knew at first hand the struggles, difficulties, and frustrations ordinary people had to endure. He was aware of the heavy burdens life placed on their shoulders. Consequently, he felt for ordinary people, no doubt, and wanted to lighten their burdens. In the end, people came to Jesus from all quarters with their burdens of sickness and sometimes misery in their life. All of them had their burdens lightened as a result of meeting Jesus. His mere presence could bring peace to many an anguished soul. If Jesus places any burdens on us at all, it was that of loving one another. But if we show love, then it's amazing how little a burden it is to us. Jesus doesn't take our burdens from us, but gives us mainly the strength to carry them. While faith makes all things possible, love makes all things easier. So we hear the words of the gospel this weekend. "Come to me, all who are overburdened, and I will give you rest." Over and out again from Father Greg online.